about this for a warning from one auto industry expert? The price of new cars in the U.S. will skyrocket in coming weeks, and maybe even sooner than you think.
In a stunning $56 million gamble that could reshape the global automotive landscape, Toyota has made the shocking decision to move production of its coveted GR Corolla from Japan to Britain, not to America, where they already operate 14 factories. This pivotal move comes in the wake of President Trump's aggressive 25% tariff policy that has sent shockwaves through the industry since May 2, 2025. While Toyota officially claims this strategy is solely to meet overwhelming North American demand for their high-performance sports car, the timing aligns suspiciously with Britain's new privileged trade status, the only major nation to secure reduced 10% tariffs on up to 100,000 vehicles annually to the American market. By 2026, Toyota's Burnaston plant in Derbyshire will be producing 10,000 GR Corollas yearly specifically for American consumers, effectively doubling global production capacity while potentially saving millions in tariff costs. Japanese engineers will temporarily relocate to Britain to share proprietary expertise in a technology transfer that signals this is no ordinary manufacturing adjustment. What forces are truly driving Toyota's decision? Is this the beginning of a massive industry-wide manufacturing exodus? And most importantly, what does this mean for you, the American consumer who counts on Toyota for quality and affordability? The answers lie at the intersection of presidential politics, global trade warfare, and the struggle to satisfy America's insatiable appetite for the GR Corolla, a vehicle so popular that demand has consistently outpaced supply. It began in January 2025, shortly after Donald Trump was inaugurated for his second non-consecutive term. True to his campaign promises, President Trump immediately placed tariffs at the center of his economic policy. By May 2nd, a striking 25% import tax on engines, transmissions, and other car parts went into effect, sending shockwaves through the automotive industry. For Japan, which exports approximately $41 billion worth of cars to the United States annually, this wasn't just a small hurdle, it was a financial earthquake. But there was a twist in this economic tale. While most countries face steep 25% tariffs on their automotive exports to America, Britain secured a special deal. In early May 2025, the UK became the first major trading partner to negotiate lower tariffs with the US, dropping from 25% to just 10% for up to 100,000 vehicles annually. This created a golden opportunity for automakers looking to maintain their foothold in the lucrative American market without passing crushing costs onto consumers. Enter Toyota, a company that sold over 2.3 million vehicles in the US last year, a 3.7% increase from the previous year. Despite having 14 factories across America that employ over 32,000 people and produce nearly 2 million units annually, Toyota still imports around 500,000 vehicles from overseas to satisfy American demand. One of these imported vehicles is the GR Corolla, a high-performance sports car version of the popular Corolla sedan that has developed a cult following among automotive enthusiasts. Currently manufactured at Toyota's Motomachi plant in Toyota City, Japan, the GR Corolla has been experiencing something unusual in today's market: demand that exceeds supply. This created a perfect storm of circumstances: skyrocketing demand for a specialty vehicle, production constraints in Japan, and new tariff structures that made importing from Japan increasingly expensive. On May 27th, news broke that would reshape Toyota's global manufacturing strategy. The company announced plans to invest 8 billion yen, approximately $56 million, to establish a dedicated production line for the GR Corolla at its Burnaston plant in Derbyshire, England. The plan is ambitious: produce 10,000 GR Corollas annually specifically for export to North America, beginning in mid-2026. Japanese engineers will temporarily relocate to Britain to share expertise and production technology with UK workers. But here's where the story gets interesting. Despite the obvious financial advantages of shipping from Britain under the new reduced tariff agreement, Toyota insists this move isn't about tariffs at all. Sources close to the company say this strategic shift is primarily designed to reduce delivery wait times and meet the overwhelming North American demand. Is this the full story? Or is Toyota playing a careful diplomatic game, knowing that Japan is still negotiating for its own reduced tariff agreement with the United States? Looking deeper, the choice of Britain for this expansion makes perfect strategic sense for several reasons beyond just tariffs. First, Toyota's Burnaston plant, operational since 1992, has experienced declining production since Brexit. The plant already produces the base model of the GR, the Corolla hatchback, making it a natural fit for producing the high-performance variant. Second, Toyota's American plants are already running at full capacity, focusing on hybrid vehicles and other models in high demand. Finding space for GR Corolla production would require disrupting other successful production lines. Third, the GR series holds a special place in Toyota's lineup. Born from Chairman Akio Toyoda's passion for racing, these vehicles incorporate motorsport technology into commercial cars. While they may not sell in massive numbers, they command higher profit margins due to their specialized nature and sell for around 6 million yen, twice the price of the standard Corolla. What we're witnessing isn't just a simple production move, it's a masterclass in global manufacturing strategy. Toyota plans to maintain production at its Motomachi plant in Japan for domestic and other international markets, while the Burnaston facility will focus specifically on North American exports. This means Toyota can effectively double its GR Corolla production capacity from 8,000 units per year to 18,000 when combining both facilities, all while potentially saving millions in tariff costs, though Toyota carefully avoids highlighting this particular advantage. Like, share, and subscribe to The New Diplomat if you're enjoying this deep dive into Toyota's strategy to outsmart Trump. Your support helps us continue creating content that helps you understand the complex forces shaping our world. So, what does all this mean for you, the American consumer? If you've been waiting months to get your hands on a GR Corolla, relief is coming. But not until mid-2026, when the British production line goes live. The additional 10,000 units per year should significantly reduce wait times and make these coveted vehicles more accessible. As for pricing, Toyota has stated they plan to absorb any increased costs from tariffs through cost-cutting and other measures, rather than raising prices for consumers. This commitment to price stability, combined with potentially lower tariff rates on British imports, could mean the GR Corolla remains competitively priced despite global economic pressures. Toyota's move signals something much larger than just one production line for one vehicle. It represents how global manufacturers are adapting to a rapidly changing trade landscape, finding creative solutions that balance production capacity, tariff structures, and consumer demand. We may be witnessing the beginning of a major restructuring in global auto manufacturing, with companies strategically positioning production facilities in countries with favorable trade agreements to their target markets. For Britain, still finding its economic footing post-Brexit, Toyota's investment is a significant vote of confidence. The UK exported £9.0 billion, 12 billion worth of cars to the US in 2024, making automotive its largest export sector to America. This new production line strengthens that relationship further. For Japan, the pressure increases to secure its own favorable trade terms with the US, as more Japanese manufacturers might consider similar moves if the 25% tariff remains in place. As we've seen, what appears on the surface as a simple production shift reveals itself to be a complex strategic response to global trade politics, consumer demand, and manufacturing constraints. Toyota's decision to move GR Corolla production to Britain demonstrates how global companies must constantly adapt to survive and thrive in an increasingly unpredictable trade environment. By leveraging Britain's excess capacity and favorable trade terms with the US, Toyota has crafted a solution that potentially benefits all parties: the company, British workers, and American consumers. The only question that remains is, who will be next to make such a move? And how will this reshape the global automotive landscape in the years to come? If you found this analysis valuable, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with others who might benefit from understanding these global dynamics. Your support makes our work possible, and we couldn't do it without viewers like you. Until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon. The next big shift in global trade could be just around the corner.